Bonjour. I will present you quickly our ways of working and Tertre-Bœuf, Roc de Cambre, and Domaine de Cambre as well. These vineyards are vineyards of slopes in the heart of Bordeaux country. We have some there are beautiful soils, obviously, that can ripe a fruit rich of flavor, and because the soils are cold in the same time, with warm exposure, Mediterranean exposure on salt, cold soil, they ripen late, and the fruit can be opulent and fresh, dynamic. It can be extremely charming in a richness and not loud, but elegant, because it ripens late. The soil is cold. Now we have some basic principles which are very simple. We do not want to produce powerful, huge, impressive wine. For us, that is simply rustic, and we want to produce a wine which is emotional, where you don't feel the strength of the polyphenol or the tannin, but you feel the emotion of the flavors. You don't feel the strength, but the flavors of the strength. Like a Greek tea, if you can imagine. It's exactly the same process because we are talking about tannins. So that's the first principle. Second, exploding emotional flavor from the fruit and from the maceration. Second purpose, these soils are beautiful situations where every year you can produce an excellent wine. So we don't mind about the concept of great vintage. We make every year pure vintage with first press, second press, vin de lit, all to try to express the strange, disturbing character of the vintage. Because in this country, rainy, cloudy, the fruit never ripens the same way. And if the soil is good, you can express something strange and different every year. That is much more fundamental than the idea of great vintage, which is a little bit stupid and standardized, That is the second principle. The third principle, we want to produce, it's a very classic idea in Bordeaux. We want to produce wines which are in an evolution process of the flavors. I mean that in the skin and in the seed of the fruit, the maceration turns already to slightly degrade the skin, a little bit tea, tobacco flavors when you harvest, scratch into your teeth, and the seed, not green wood flavors, but the brown, a little bit coffee flavors. So the polyphenol come aromatic, and inside a fruit which has an aromatic freshness. This makes a wine that is moving, because the process of growing up in the cellar is to have an evolution process of the flavors. It will not have the same flavors 5 years after, 10 years after, 20 years after. And someone who knows will find through the language of the flavors in a charming manner that time is passing. That like an old thing, it's this type of emotion.